Hello there, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, fellow slaves in Slavelandia. I thought I'd give you a little flashback from about 3-4 years ago when I had a little bit shorter hair and a little bit shorter beard, and before the Trump shot and before the lockdowns and the mask wearing and the juice before all that, how many crackheads does it take to make it okay and legal for a crackhead to steal your lawnmower? This is a little video about how many crackheads does it take. Enjoy. Is taxation theft? To answer that question, we must first determine what is theft. Most people they're already in their mind that when a crackhead comes and steals your lawnmower to buy a crack rock, he's stealing. He's thieving. He's a thief. So we know what it is. It's stealing. It's taking something without permission. Do you have the right to rob your neighbor? I think most people will answer that question, no, of course I don't. Again, that crackhead stealing your lawnmower, is that right? Does he have the right to steal your lawnmower to buy his crack? Most people would say no. So if that one crackhead does not have the right to come and take your lawnmower to buy him a crack rock, do 10 crackheads have the right to take your lawnmower without your permission to buy all 10 of them crack rocks? Yes or no? Most people would say no. 10 crackheads can't steal his lawnmower to buy crack rocks. Common sense, critical thinking. Let's continue. Okay, so we determined that 5 or 10 crackheads can't vote that it's okay to take your lawnmower and buy crack rocks. Let me ask you this. Can 100 crackheads vote to live at your house and you buy all their crack? Now that's, you can even vote. And if 100 crackheads decided that you need to take care of them, buy them crack rocks, and they live at your house, does that make it right? How many crackheads does it take to form a majority to where they can force you to take care of them? So, I think we can all agree that individuals do not have the right to steal. Now that's whether you're a Christian or a Muslim or just Tom, Dick, and Harry. If you don't believe in God, if you do believe in God, that's one basic thing that almost 100% of the people agree upon. Of course, there's nuts and psychopaths and thieves and all that. That's kind of the exception to the rule. But you know what we're talking about. Now, let's get down to the nitty and the gritty. Do you voluntarily pay your taxes? Or do you pay because of the threats of penalty, of violence, of asset seizure? Is that the reason you pay? And if so, that means you're paying under duress. Like a highwayman is coming to rob you, like the crackhead is going to steal your lawnmower at gunpoint. How many people does it take to make stealing right? Does it take 10, 20, 60, a million? $2 million? How many? How many people does it take to make stealing right? If 300 million vote to steal from each other. Does that make it right? Ladies and gentlemen, the politicians are the crackheads. How many crackheads does it take to make theft legal? Is there any number? If 300 million people vote to steal one person's stuff, does that make it right? That's a fundamental question that we need to understand. We need to answer. Once you answer that question, all the other things are debatable about how do we get government out of the business of theft. Government is a mafia masquerading as a benevolent organization. Just something else to think about, boys and girls. Till next time, peace.